Scared Tyrannical, how the white replacement myth has the right justifying tyranny. For years, the American right has leaned on fear as its most reliable mobilizing force. But few narratives have proven as potent or as corrosive as the so-called white replacement myth. Once relegated to the fringe corners of white nationalist message boards, this conspiracy theory now echoes openly in conservative media, shapes legislation, and provides a ready-made justification for authoritarian overreach. The myth is simple, if paranoid. White Americans are allegedly being replaced by immigrants, minorities, and shifting cultural norms, supposedly orchestrated by liberal elites. Its simplicity makes it viral, its paranoia makes it dangerous. By recasting demographic change as an existential threat, it reframes politics not as compromise, but as survival. And when politics becomes survival, tyranny becomes permissible. From dog whistle to megaphone, Tucker Carlson, Elise Stefanik, and other high-profile figures have amplified versions of the myth to millions, making it mainstream Republican rhetoric rather than extremist fringe talk. The fear has migrated from talk shows to policymaking, surfacing in voter ID laws, gerrymandering schemes, and draconian immigration enforcement. Suppressing votes or banning books is reframed not as anti-democratic, but as necessary to prevent replacement. Fear justifying force. Once a group convinces itself that it is under siege, almost anything becomes defensible. Censorship, political violence, stripping minorities of rights, and dismantling democratic norms. That's how January 6th wasn't just about a single election. It was the culmination of years of messaging that white, Christian America was on the brink of extinction. History shows where such logic leads. From apartheid South Africa to Jim Crow America, the rhetoric of demographic threat has always been a mask for tyranny. When power cannot be maintained through consensus, it is shored up through force. Manufactured crisis, real consequences. The irony, of course, is that the white replacement myth has no factual basis. Demographic change in the U.S. is not an orchestrated plot, but the predictable result of immigration patterns, birth rates, and centuries of American identity expanding. The crisis is manufactured, but the consequences are real. Mass shootings, hate crimes, and the erosion of civil liberties. Tyranny in fear's clothing. The right doesn't sell tyranny by calling it tyranny. It sells it as self-defense. Every attempt to restrict rights, silence opposition, or undermine elections is justified as a bulwark against replacement. In reality, it is not replacement that threatens democracy, but the very fear of it. Because a scared, tyrannical movement will do anything to survive, even if it means destroying the system it claims to defend. This has been a No Sleeple Network production. If you like what we're doing here, please like, share, and subscribe.